Hostels have provided accommodation and support to homeless people in Glasgow for many years. But the council and other agencies in the city have long recognised that hostels are no longer the most appropriate option for homeless people. The council, with support from the Scottish Executive, have decided that over the next 3 years, the large male council-owned hostels will close, to be replaced by a range of smaller supported accommodation projects run by both the council and voluntary organisations, which specialise in particular areas such as alcohol addiction, drug rehabilitation and mental health needs. But how do folk move on from hostel living? In the following documentary, we'll be looking at the experiences of those who are currently living in hostels, people like Michael, Chris and James, as well as those who have successfully made the move out of hostel accommodation, people like Ronnie, Eric and Linda, to see what issues are involved when folk make the move out of hostel living.
Aye, I've slept on skips, I've slept up closes, I've slept in vans that have been broke into, and I've got the tail for it. But in a hostel, you're warm and you're secure. So it's better than being on the streets, it's better than nothing.
There's 256 beds. There's the cafeteria.
That's where you get your breakfast and that.
There's a TV room down in the cafeteria.
You don't have to pay nothing to the TV licence. That's the only good thing about it.
Watch the telly during the morning, then I'll get my breakfast, and then I'll go back up and I'll watch my TV.
Steel Landon, salmon number 1. As you can see, the rooms are tiny. Sorry mate, this is my bed, you just get used to the same routine every day. And you get fed up with it, you get bored, and that's why you relapse all the time. That's why you end up taking drugs, because it's depressing.
It's like a sentence, it's like an open prison. You can get, the only thing is you've got a key and you can get the door.
I reckon the majority of people that are in the hostel, and the reason for them being in the hostel, are there due to drug problems, alcohol problems, and obviously family breakdown problems, stuff like that.
I've relapsed twice, then I've touched here of wood. I'll not go, I'll try, I'll not relapse.
When you're in a hostel, you're in an environment where you just can't help but get depressed.
Housing would help me because it would take all these people that are in here out of my head.
People like Eric, Ronnie and Linda used to live in the streets and in hostels, but they successfully made the move into supported accommodation, even though they've been through immense difficulty in their lives.
I was in a bad relationship, and had to run away for the guy. He was very violent towards me.
And I lost my house. I was given the house that my parents had from the council, and I made a right hash it, took him to the court, no house.
About 11 years, just getting shifted for pillar to post, and most of the times it'd be in a room, and and then I'd make my wee room nice, and then I'd hit the drink bad, and then I'd get asked to leave.
And it ended up in the Great Eastern.
If you survive the Great Eastern, you survive anything.
You got up in the morning, you were knackered. People, shouting and bawling, loud as anything. But you never got respect in there. You had to respect yourself in there, or that's you. If you couldn't, a lot of people couldn't fight. I didn't want to fight because I would have got a doing, you know what I mean? I would have got a doing.
My addiction is alcohol. Was a choice of my drug, and maybe a litre of vodka for one day, just maybe tipping the scales into the next day.
I was on Eldorado. You know what Eldorado means? That's a strong drink, and I was mixing it with the super lager. Drinking the super lager and drinking the wine, and then it just blew your head in. And then you just went out and you didn't care. I
was in the depths of despair. I've moved geographical changes, never settling down, never in a house long enough.
They all now stay in supported accommodation in places such as Finnieston, Springburn and Mount Florida, where support services are provided and tailor-made to suit their individual needs.
That was the best of that. When I seen this getting built, they took us a wee day here. Well, this is the living room, that's the bedroom, that's the kitchen and the bathroom over there.
It says you to see if you're capable of looking after a house. Well, I must be one of them. I've got a house, my own domain. It's in my own castle. Floors that, you know. Just make the place fill up a bit instead of just coming into an empty house.
I don't let anybody cooking for me. I can do it myself. You get into the way because I'm a long time since I've done it. 3.5 years in here. You learn there. And you learn after your mistake. It's a bit clean, you know, but I need to get the blinds sorted, never mind that. This is the bedroom. My domain, nobody else's. Well, I sit here and listen to maybe the football zone. I don't like the football on the telly because it's so... This is a good place, one of the best. It is actually a million times better than the Great Eastern because you can get your own way here, you can sleep better, you can do what you want actually, but keep the house clean a wee bit and, you know, just don't let it go. Since I came here, I'm not joking, they can tell you, since I went on that budget, I've never touched Super Lager or Eldorado. Cider, I like the cider. That's alright, it's in your own house, you can drink anything in your own house.
If your surroundings are nice, if you've got any kind of problems or addictions, that, you know, if you come from nice surroundings, it helps you move on and be more positive about life rather than living in the depths of despair.
But it's not that simple for some people. Making the move from hostel living to supported housing is a big step forward for those who need help.
I know people who have stayed in hostels for years, and if they were to get a flat, they would find it harder because they're having to pay electricity, gas, council tax, TV licence, you name it. When you're in a hostel, you've only got one bill to pay and that's your 15 quid at the end of the fortnight.
Yeah, I would probably get worried about paying bills and things like that. I would need help, probably.
I just feel if you get somebody at a hostel, whether it be male or female, you put them into a multi-storey in a mainstream flat, that's it, end of story. They go in and out of there, there's no follow-up, there's no backup.
Afternoon, Eric.
Good afternoon.
To help folk make the move, every hostel resident can access a range of housing support services that will help them deal with the practical as well as emotional aspects of moving home.
I get a budget every day so that I can't spend more than I'm making. See, my money was into the bank. I don't get it. I don't have a book. They get my direct debits for my gas, electricity, my water tax. Thank you, Brady. I'll see you whenever I see you, darling.
I had a lot of fears living with myself, you know. I was terrified, you know. But your addiction gives you that fear as well.
Because I know a lot of people that are scared of living on their own because of the new company.
It takes a wee bit while to get into a new house. See, when I came in here at the start, I thought I was in a hostel, still in a hostel, to get into the way.
People who kind of come accustomed in hostel life, I think they need like places like Loretto where you get the support, it's 24-hour support. If you'd like to come through here, this is the manager's office, which is Stephen. That's Stephen in there. You have cords in every room, there's a speaker in the hall, there's always somebody here, and there's staff sleepover rooms next door as well. If you're ever worried or not well or anything, you get immediate access to the staff. They live on the ground floor. I've also relapsed here as well, and the staff don't give you a hard time about it, you know. They just want the best for you.
I've lived here for 3.5 years and it's been the most greatest time I've ever had. I can't go back the way. I must go forward. I can't go back to that style again. I went through every hostel. I've roughed it, and I think I deserved this house. I wouldn't leave this place. I would need to get put out before I left it. Take it that way. I couldn't live without it.
Hey, thank you for coming up and seeing what we've got on offer. Preferably, I wouldn't mind having a flat in my own. That would be better, and then you get your own independence and that. But you've got to take what you get, know what I mean?
I don't want to live a life of staying in hostels. I want to live a life of having kids and my own family.
See you later, right, boss?
You know, get help and make a life for yourself, you know. I don't want to be a 70-year-old alcoholic out phoning about the street, you know. So we're trying to get help just now. I wish I'd have done it years ago.
To help you make the move, the Glasgow Homelessness Partnership have put in place a series of housing support services which are available to help every hostel resident find their new home. These services are also available once you move into your new home to assist you with safety and security in your home and your neighbourhood, assistance with budgeting and payment of bills, ensuring that you receive the correct welfare benefits, help around your home with cleaning, decorating, furniture and repairs. You can also expect support in dealing with any addictions you may have, as well as help with personal problems or relationship issues. You're entitled to this support to help you regain your independence, to feel safe in your home, to have respect for yourself and respect from others. If you're not receiving this support, please contact your caseworker in the hostel.